So guys, welcome to episode 2. Yes, today we do have episode number 2 of my new FIFA 16 career mode with Chelsea. What an episode we do have today. We have the Community Shield final. We'll begin the Barclays Premier League, and also we're still in this transfer window. And to start things off, Nemanja Matic has been sold to Inter Milan, and we will be making 2-star signings to kick off today's episode. What a way to kick off today's episode. 2 signings and a very important player has departed the club. Like I did say, today's episode is a massive one, so if you guys can go ahead and leave a like rating on today's video, that will be greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much for support. On episode 1, we smashed my like target, and thank you guys so much for support. I'm finally back to making my videos, and I'm so happy that I'm doing so. In the comment section down below, let me know on players that you want me to sign. Subscribe also if you are new around here. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both links will be down below in the description, as we're taking a look at both the players that I did sign. One player was Ginter. This man was at Borussia Dortmund, a young right back that has the potential of an 86 overall. I can't wait to use him. And the second player was Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba coming to Chelsea. Finally, there's been a lot of rumors in real life about him coming to Chelsea, but I've done this in this career mode, and look at those stats. Light greens, dark greens. A lot of you guys were also agreeing with that transfer. A player that was popped up quite heavily in the comment section of the last episode was Griezmann. Griezmann, a man at Atletico Madrid, and I'm not too sure if I will be going out and signing him, but he was a player that was heavily requested in the last episode, so thank you guys so much for support. I tried to respond to as many comments as possible. As Valencia come with the offer for Oscar the Brazilian, I'm going to flat out reject that one. And we have also come to terms with the signing of Marquinhos. So already we're about 2 minutes into today's episode, and we've already made 3 signings. What a way to kick off today's episode. So we take a look at Marquinhos. This man has some good stats on him also, and he's also a very young player, 81 years of age, but 81 overall, sorry, not 81 years of age, so 81 overall. I did use him back in FIFA 15 career mode, haven't really used him too much in FIFA 16, and I can't wait to use him. He's 21 years of age. We can also use him as a right back, but naturally he is a centre back. As we're doing another training session here with Eden Hazard, for all you guys that do know, for my training sessions in career mode, 1 month is dedicated to one player when it does come to training. And yes, Matic has been sold to Inter Milan for £25 million. It's an insane offer from Inter Milan. I did give them the counter offer of £25 million, and they did accept it. So Matic has departed the club, but then we've brought in a player like Paul Pogba, and that is just insane. As the team does come with the offer for Fabregas, I do flat out reject. Arsenal want a 2-year loan for my young 17-year-old. He'll be going out on loan to Arsenal, which is good to see. The young players leaving the club are playing elsewhere, or else they are just a waste on our team. Borussia Dortmund come with a £40 million bid for Diego Costa. That's an insane amount. £40 million, his value is at £28 million. A few of you guys in the comment section of the last episode also were suggesting that Diego Costa does leave the club, but I do want to keep him for at least until the January transfer window. Maybe at the January transfer window we can maybe see how Diego Costa is playing, and we can go from there. But I do want to keep Costa. I do want to use him. Didn't play him too much in the preseason games, so I want to use him when he does come to the Premier League. So let's jump into it. The Community Shield final at Wembley Stadium. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Can we pick up our first piece of silverware for this season? The Community Shield isn't a high reward, isn't a high trophy, so we're not really going to go too hard in this game. I didn't start my main starting 11. I made a few changes, but this is the Arsenal lineup, a very strong side. Olivier Giroud as the striker, Ozil, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sanchez, Verratti, a player who we were interested in, has been signed from PSG to Arsenal. Let's take a look at my Chelsea lineup. Kurt Zouma will be starting in the centre-back position. Pogba will be making his debut alongside Oscar and Cesc Fabregas in the midfield. It's Hazard, Diego Costa, and Willian. He'll be starting out on the right wing for this game. No Pedro. He'll be starting as a substitute. So let's jump into it. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Can we pick up our first piece of silverware? In the 15th minute, Arsenal down the wing. It's Alexis Sanchez who is on the ball. Down the wing for Arsenal. He's going to cut inside, and he does do so successfully, weaving in and out. plays the ball to Giroud, I think it was there, as he took the shot, and Courtois pulls off a save to make sure that this game does stay at 0-0, making sure that we don't concede the first goal. But in the 32nd minute, it's Oxlade-Chamberlain plays the ball through to Giroud. Giroud actually looks to go for the cross. It goes to the area of Courtois, it goes on target, and somehow that ball has made its way into the back of the net. Arsenal lead after 30 minutes in the Community Shield final, and what a goal from Giroud. That's an unbelievable goal from Giroud. He went actually for the cross, but it actually came off the crossbar. Courtois should have done way better there, but that was just a lucky goal there for Arsenal. And Arsenal lead in the Community Shield final 1-0. What a goal from Giroud. That's an insane goal. And like I did say, Arsenal take the lead here and we're now 1-0 down. But in the 38th minute, Diego Costa is on the ball. He gets taken down, and this is a free kick goal scoring opportunity just outside the area here in the 39th minute. And the man who's going to step up is Eden Hazard. So he's going to step up. Can he make it 1-1? Eden Hazard from 25 yards out. The Belgium is going to put that one into the back of the net, into the top corner with 1.5 bars of power. It's 1-1 in the 40th minute, and both teams, both Hazard's and Giroud's goals, were both insane goals, both great goals. It's now 1-1 here in the Community Shield final, and what a final this is going to be. It's still in the first half also, only after 40 minutes. Both teams have scored. We really did hit back quite well. Hazard with a fantastic free kick into top corner. Nothing Peter Cech could do about that one. Obviously, Peter Cech coming up against his former side, Arsenal. As we move on here into half-time, let's take a look at that. The halftime match facts. Arsenal had loads of the possessions. It was really, the game was really Arsenal holding the ball, and as you guys did see, there was only 3 shots that first half, and there were actually 2 goals that came from it. And the 76th minute, Danny Welbeck had his chance on goal, but very well defended there from Ivanovic. In the 90th minute, Diego Costa plays the ball through to Ivanovic. Ivanovic has the chance now to make it 2-1 and win ourselves this game. He takes a shot. Peter Cech pulls off a save, resulting in that it is going to end after the 90 minutes. Arsenal won, Chelsea won at full time, which means we are now going to penalties. Yes, we're going to penalties to decide who is going to pick up the Community Shield trophy. Arsenal or Chelsea, we're going to be going into the penalty shootout. So it was pretty much an even game, especially in that second half. Both teams having really one chance on goal. Chances did really come hard by. You guys can see 4 shots both teams, 2 shots on target for Arsenal. We really did make ourselves back into the game during that second half. But let's go into the penalty shootouts. It's Chelsea versus Arsenal. Cazorla with the first penalty goes over the goal, resulting in that Hazard has his one and tucks that one into the back of the net. We now lead 1-0 on penalties. Alexis Sanchez just chips that one. Courtois should have maybe done a bit better. Fabregas now, he goes straight down the middle as Cech goes to the left and makes sure that he's now 2-1. Mesut Ozil with his penalty just tucks that one in, as it was Courtois who actually went the right way. Pogba sorts his penalty, which results in Theo Walcott up against Courtois. He misses the goals, and this is our chance now to score the goal, make a 4-2 on penalties, and win ourselves the Community Shield final. Diego Costa puts that one into the back of the net. 4-2, it is going to end on penalties, and we do win the first piece of silverware for this season. Yes, the first piece of silverware for this season here in this career mode series. Is a great way to start the career mode with a win, and we can now push on into the Premier League season. Remember guys, we're still in the transfer window, so we can still make a few signings. Community Shield champions Chelsea, we have done it. Great way to start off this season, picking up a piece of silverware. John Terry is also happy, which is awesome to see. Maybe his final season here at the club, as we are going to advance, and we now advance into a new month. We are now in the month of August, and we now will be playing, we will now be training a new player, and the player that will be trained for the month of August is the Brazilian Oscar. He will be the player that will be trained during the month of August. So Like I did say, 1 month is dedicated to one specific player when it does come to training. As we have a transfer offer here for my young 17-year-old. It's actually a loan offer, and I am going to accept that one. Another young player going out on loan is what we want. But let's head into the Premier League season. Let's start off the Premier League season. It's Chelsea versus Swansea at Stamford Bridge. To end off today's episode, since this game will be ending off today's episode. First game of the Premier League season at Stamford Bridge. Let's hope that we can start off the Premier League season perfect with 3 points and hopefully a good win against a team like Swansea. I've made a few changes to the side. Ginter will be making his debut for the club. Pedro will be starting on the right wing. Diego Costa, Hazard, Cesc Fabregas, Oscar Pogba, Azpilicueta, Kurt Zouma, Marquinhos also as a centre-back. And let's take a look at the Swansea side. Fabianski in goals. Ayew will be starting as a winger for this game. Montero also as the winger. Sigurdsson in the midfield. Gomes also as a substitute. But let's jump into it at Stamford Bridge. Like I did say, let's hope that we can pick up a win here, our first home game, obviously at Stamford Bridge. But in the 4th minute, it's Diego Costa who had a golden chance. We could have got this Premier League season off to the perfect of starts. After 4 minutes, Diego Costa had a chance on goal, but he was denied by the goalkeeper. Here in the 12th minute, it says Fabregas 38 yards out as a free kick, goes to cross it in to find Kurt Zouma with the header, and the big man is just going to put the header wide of the goal. So now that is 2 chances already on goal that we should have scored. Our first goal in this Premier League season, really after 15 minutes. But in the 61st minute, it's Ginter who does receive the ball, turns it over, resulting in that Swansea have a chance on goal here. Cork is actually going to play to Ayew, as he takes the shot and Courtois pulls off a save. Maybe Swansea should have went with an earlier shot there. Cork maybe should have taken the shot on his own, but Ayew with the shot, Courtois pulls off a save. In the 72nd minute, it's Marquinhos who is on the ball. The centre-back is going to play to Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas plays it to Eden Hazard as he takes a shot, and yet again, Fabianski with the save. We were having our chances on goal in this game, but just could not convert them into the back of the net. As in the 90th minute, Ginter does receive the ball from a throw-in, plays it to Oscar who plays it to Cesc Fabregas, who takes a shot, and yet again, Fabregas is denied the goal to make it 1-0 and maybe even win us our first Premier League game this season. It would have been a great way to start off the Premier League season with a win against Swansea, but at full time, it's going to end Chelsea 0, Swansea 0. In a decent way to end off today's episode. Quite disappointing we couldn't get the win to start off the Premier League season. But that is how we're going to wrap up today's second episode of the Chelsea Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and click that like button. Comments are appreciated. Make sure you also subscribe if you are new around here. Thank you all so much for support on this series, especially on episode 1. After I am finally back here on the channel producing my career mode content, it feels great to be behind this microphone making videos for you guys. Thank you all so much for support. It's been a great episode, loads of signings, a trophy, and we did start off the Premier League season, and I'll see you all on my next video.